In this lesson, we will cover risk assessment frequency. Risk assessment frequency refers to the regularity with which risk assessments are conducted within an organization. The frequency can vary greatly depending on the nature of the organization, the type of risk involved, and changes in the internal or external environment. There are four main types of risk assessment frequencies: ad hoc, recurring, one-time, and continuous. First, we have ad hoc risk assessments. Ad hoc risk assessments are conducted as and when needed, often in response to a specific event or situation that has the potential to introduce new risk or change the nature of existing risk. For instance, an organization might conduct an ad hoc risk assessment when launching a new product, entering a new market, or in response to a significant event such as a natural disaster or major change in regulations. Second, we have recurring risk assessments. Recurring risk assessments are conducted at regular intervals such as annually, quarterly, or monthly. These assessments are typically part of an organization's standard operating procedures and are designed to ensure that risks are continually identified, analyzed, and managed effectively. For example, a financial institution might conduct recurring risk assessments to monitor credit risk, market risk, and operational risk. Another example of recurring risk assessments would be a tech company might conduct recurring penetration testing where ethical hackers attempt to breach their systems to identify vulnerabilities. These assessments are scheduled regularly to ensure that any new vulnerabilities that might have emerged since the last assessment are identified and addressed. Third, we have one-time assessments. One-time risk assessments are conducted for a specific purpose and are not repeated. These assessments are often associated with a particular project or initiative. For instance, an organization might conduct a one-time risk assessment when implementing a new IT system, undertaking a major construction project, or planning significant organizational changes. Now, before we move on to the final type of risk assessment, you need to understand the difference between ad hoc risk assessment and one-time risk assessments. One-time assessments are associated with a specific project or initiative and are not repeated, while ad hoc risk assessments are conducted in response to a specific event or situation and may be repeated if similar circumstances arise in the future. Fourth, and finally, we have continuous risk assessments. Continuous risk assessments involve ongoing monitoring and evaluation of risk. This approach is often enabled by technology and involves real-time data collection and analysis. For example, a cybersecurity team might use continuous risk assessments to monitor threats and vulnerabilities, enabling them to respond quickly to any potential issue. So remember, the frequency of risk assessments can vary greatly depending on the needs of the organization and the nature of the risk involved. Ad hoc assessments are conducted as needed, often in response to specific events or situations. Recurring assessments are conducted at regular intervals as part of an organization's standard operating procedures. One-time assessments are conducted for a specific purpose and are not repeated. Continuous assessments involve ongoing monitoring and evaluation of risk. Each type of risk assessment frequency has its place and can contribute to a robust and effective risk management process.